Today's video, I just want to discuss what's more important, picking up males or picking up females. What's up YouTube, it's Baker. Welcome back to Blue Eye Morphs. Today's Tuesday. I'm probably going to post this around Wednesday, maybe Friday, depending on what happens tomorrow at work. But got through Labor Day weekend. I slept today from 4 a.m. to I think 4 p.m., about 12 hours. I was up for almost 2 days. Really eventful weekend. As far as I know, all cops in my department stayed safe. I hope everybody out there stayed safe. It was a really eventful, interesting weekend. With that being said, guys, you're new to the channel. I'm Baker. This is Blue Line Morphs. We post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I have an Instagram channel, blue_line_morphs, where I kind of use that as my personal page. Definitely check me out in there. Same thing with Facebook, just Blue Line Morphs, trying to build that. We're a new ball python breeding channel. I've been doing a lot of videos lately about just breeding tips. And the reason why I'm doing them is by no means am I an expert. However, I did just get out of my first season breeding ball pythons. It was kind of Murphy's Law for me. So I'm trying to, people have been asking me a lot of questions about going into the first season. So I'm trying to cover some of those things now because these are questions that I had when I first got into or decided I wanted to breed ball pythons. So if you're returning back to the channel, welcome guys. The shit show continues. I just had to clean out all my rat tubs. My ASFs ate my entire second litter and third litter. A lot of you guys said to either give them dog food or seeds or some other, they need more protein or more fats, whatever the case may be. So I'm giving them some of Shelby's, my pits, food. She eats Taste of the Wilds, high in protein, high in fats, really good diet for dogs. So I assume we're going to give it a shot with them. If this does not work, guys, I will be switching over to regular Norwegian rats. I did save that. I'll show you him, actually. I did save this one male. I have a rule. If the rat makes it through the gauntlet 3 times, it survives. So this rat is from Claire, from Medusa's Lair, and he's become kind of my buddy. I tell you guys, I have so much appreciation for these guys. He's ridiculously smart, chill. He likes to just come out and hang out. I sometimes put him on my shoulder, but he's going to be my stud. I'm going to do it either way, but if these ASFs keep going this way, I'm definitely going to switch over to these guys full time. Look, he's like a dog. He really is like a little dog. But let's put him away. Anyway, guys, let's segue right into this video. Sweating as usual because it's 60% humidity in here. Listen, I got this question a few times. It's whether you should buy males or females. And there's a lot of things that play into this, at least in my opinion. God, everything I'm saying is my opinion and what I think on the subject. One thing you have to remember is price and how long it takes to get them breed ready. So I'm going to cover that right now. Then we'll get into how I set my projects up going 1 year, 2 year, 3 years down the road when it pertains to males and females. So first and foremost, if you want to start getting recessive genes or any genes really in general, morphs or genetic traits, females always seem to cost a little bit more money. So just be cognizant of that, okay? But really the biggest thing is this, and this is really what this video comes down to. If you're getting into breeding and you don't just want to do maybe have this, if you want to get projects set up, in other words, I specialize in piebald, coral glows, clowns, and I'm going to get into puzzles. If you want to have certain projects and focus on certain types of genes, I'm going to explain how you should set that up. However, if you just kind of want to just breed, then it really doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? But you should get females first because this is why. Roughly, give or take, ever I've looked at my experience when it comes to raising up males is they can be breed ready or size ready, depending if they're producing sperm plugs, within 6 to 10 months depending, right? I've heard people feeding their young males one small mouse a day, one small rat pup a day, 5 days in a row, 2 days off, 5 on, 2 off, 5 on, like that. I feed every 3 days, 3 to 4 days for them. They can be ready in 6 to 10 months. I have this guy. This guy's a year old right now. He's only a year old, and just over a year old, and he's about 1,100 grams, okay? Now, I kept him on that feeding schedule I just told you guys. He got fed once every 3-4 days. So he's about 500 grams, and I slowed down to once a week. He's 1,100 grams in just over a year, I guess 14 months. So if he's 1,100 grams now a year later, realistically, he was probably ready to breed, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, right? At 500, they say about 500 grams to breed a male. You can get a male up to 500 grams really quickly. Even check out this female. This female right here is Harlem. You guys have seen her a million times. I got her, I think April, May, beginning of May, and she was 54 grams. Now she's at about 480 grams, 500 grams, okay? And that's in what, 4 months, 4 or 5 months? Now females may grow a little quicker because they do get to a bigger size. However, if that was a male, she'd be closed in on being breed ready. So that's why you don't have to get your males right away, because you get them ready to go within 6 to 10 months. However, females, they're a minimum of 2 years, right? You've heard people say about a year and a half old, the female can be 12 to 1,400 grams, you can breed them. Everyone I've spoke to and the people that I trust all say 1,500 grams plus, at least 2 years old. So with that being said, if you buy a male early, he'll be breed ready to go in 6 to 10 months. However, if you get the female at the same time, she's not going to be ready for another year after that. So that's why it's really important to get your females going first. That way you can start raising them up. So let's say you want to get into clowns. Let's say you buy a normal clown, a killer clown, and a lesser clown, let's say. And those are your 3 females. You got to start raising them up. You don't have to really worry about getting a male for them until they're about a year old, maybe a year and a half old. Then once those females are at that 900 gram, 1100 gram area, and they're about almost a year and a half old, then you can pick up your male, and by then, we'll get that in a second, and then by then you can raise that male up. Time he's ready to breed, those females should be ready to breed. But there's also other factors of why you should maybe hold off on getting your male right away, and that's honestly it's price, and it's the changing of what you like. So again, let's stick with that. Let's say I pick up a killer clown, a regular clown, and a lesser clown female, and I want to raise them up. They cost whatever they cost, okay? Let's say, and you guys know I love Batman. I love Batmans, right? Mike, right? Where is he? Mike, right here. Step up your game. Shout out to Gomez, right? Shout out to Sal and his family over there, Gomez Python. Definitely check them out. But I love the Batman morph, right? The spot-nosed leopard clowns. So let's say I purchased those 3 female girls, and then I said, hey, I want to get this male to breed with them. And then I purchased him right away. At the time, let's say he was $4 grand, right? And then I raise him up, and the time they're ready, 2 years goes by, and my male Batman is now 2 years old. Also, I dropped $4 grand on him, right? Cool. You could do it that way. However, if you wait until your female is about a year and a half old, the price of that male is going to go down. Okay, so let's say maybe you pick them up for $3 grand now, or $2,800 now, whatever the price is, right? And then then you obviously save yourself $1,000, $1,200. You saved yourself on the roads you'd have to feed them, get up to speed, so forth and so on. So definitely hold off on getting that male. The other issue is this: what if your mind changes? What if in 2 years somebody, obviously, somebody hit leopard spot-nosed clown and they created these Batmans and everyone fell in love with them? What if a year from now, a year and a half from now, all of a sudden someone creates some sort of combination that you fall in love with and you want to add into your projects, but now you already spent $4 grand on this Batman male? Okay. Now, the reason why you should hold off also is you want to kind of pick your projects and go to the next level. So your male is your paintbrush, right? Your female is your canvas. So you want your females to have a couple of genes in them, obviously, but your male is your paintbrush. You can take him and put the genes in 3 different girls. So you got to make sure you're set up, and you want to make sure that you know where you want to go with your projects. So if you hold off on it, you can kind of see what other people are doing. You can kind of see what's going on in the ball python community to start making your decisions better. You may decide, hey, no, you know what? I want to go this route. I want to go this route with these girls. I love the 3 girls I picked up, but a year and a half later, I really want to go this route with them. And now you can pick up that male and have them up to speed in that 2-year frame. See, what I do is this. Take my puzzle projects, for example. I have 2 het puzzle girls behind me, which I explained why I want to get hets in other videos, so check that out. But I could have picked up a male puzzle, but realistically, again, they're very expensive right now. And also, I don't have anything to breed them with. Yes, listen, people are going to make the argument that you can pick up, if you want to work with recessives or pieds or clowns, whatever the case may be, that you can pick up the male, raise them up. Actually, I'll explain that in a second. So what I'm doing is, I got my puzzle girls, I'm going to raise my puzzle girls up, and once they're about 18 months old, I'm going to start looking for my visual male. Because the time that visual male is ready to go, my females are ready to go, and I can start breeding them right away. Okay? The other thing is this. Let's say you absolutely fall in love with a male snake, a male. Let's say you came across like that Aussie boy I have, right? The orange, green, yellow belly, pastel fire, leopard pied male. You fell in love with him. Absolutely fell in love with him. And you had to pick him up. His great price, whatever the case may be. And you have him now. You're like, shit, I need 3 more, either het pied females or visual pied females to breed to him. Okay, let's say you got him. You fell in love with him. You got him. There's nothing saying you can't start creating your own hets either. Okay, so let's say you pick up that crazy. Look at me, Jesus. Let's say you pick up that crazy male. Maybe go find yourself a couple big normal girls that are het pied, or just some normal girls, or some 1 or 2 gene combos. Even if it isn't a recessive gene, or it's like that Coral Glow Black Pastel Trick Mojave male I just showed you. Let's say you pick him up for $500, $600, $700, whatever he is, and you fell in love with him. You can start breeding him while waiting to build your projects. That's the flip side of that. That's the other side of the coin. I highly recommend maybe getting your females first. They're a little more hard to get, and they take a little longer to get up to speed and up to breeding size. So you want them at like 2 years old, 1,500 grams, bare minimum. So you might as well be growing them up waiting to get your male. So that's my explanation about how I breed my projects, how I kind of set things up. I kind of stock up on females. You look behind me, I have 3 males. I have a male here, a male here, and a male here, and 8, 12, 19 females, 20 females, okay? Maybe more. Now, obviously, I don't have a clown male for my clown projects, and I also don't have a puzzle male right now. Otherwise, it would be, 5 or 6 males. But that's what I recommend doing, guys. If you're looking to get into breeding, start stocking up on your females. That way, you can start raising them up to get them ready to breed to your male. You can get the male later on because the price will go down, and also, it doesn't take that long to get them up to speed, up to size for breeding. That's what I do. Hope this helps somebody. Listen, comment down below. What do you guys do? Do you buy your males first? Do you buy your females first? It can go either way. I recommend buying the females first. Raising the male up later on. Doesn't take that long. As always, guys, I appreciate it. Be safe. Remember, watch your 6.